I am incredibly surprised I am making this video because I pretty much swore off Overwatch for a very long time. I am one of the people that was very excited for the player versus environment content, the PvE content. I was super interested in like what they were going to do with the missions, the hero leveling, the tech trees or skill trees, all that type of stuff. And then when Overwatch 2 first came out with the PvP 5v5 stuff, I was like, okay, I'll play it, but the reason I'm playing it is because I want to get back to used to playing Overwatch for the PvE content. And then, I waited and waited and waited for that type of stuff. And then, 3, 4 years later, they just straight up said it was canceled. And even before that point, when they said it was canceled, I had stopped playing Overwatch 2 because I was just sick and tired of waiting for it. The last time I played Overwatch was before they even added perks, or 6v6 was even a full game mode in the game. So I have been detached from Overwatch for a very long time. I still kind of watched some content creators and sometimes I watched it, but for the most part, I've been completely detached from Overwatch. And when they decided to rename the game from Overwatch 2 to Overwatch, and then they did the new season with the 5 new heroes, I was like, it's been a long time. Some people are excited about it. I've seen a lot of people say, the game's a lot better. Why not try it out once again? And you know what? I decided I loaded a BattleNet for the first time in like 5 years, I feel like. Had to do tons of updates because it's been so long. And then installed Overwatch again. And after playing it a bit, I'd have to say, I am having fun in Overwatch again, which is a really weird statement to say for me. Before we get deeper into the topic of Overwatch 2 slash Overwatch being fun again, I'd like to remind everyone, please subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it if you do. Like the video if you like it. Dislike it if you dislike it. I completely understand. I do these styles of videos every Friday, and I do news style videos on Mondays as well. We do a couple shorts a week as well. If you'd like to check out all that type of stuff, subscribe to the channel. Now, getting back to Overwatch, which I'm just going to call it Overwatch because that's what they call it now, because it's no longer called Overwatch 2. I think one of the reasons why I'm having fun with it again is because there is a lot of things that are new that I haven't experienced yet. For instance, the very first game that I played, I made a mistake in a classic fashion of not realizing that there are new hotkeys for the game that I don't have things set. For instance, I couldn't select a perk because there was just no hotkeys for it. I didn't understand how to select a perk at all. So the first game I played in quick play, it was just like I literally couldn't select a perk. So I was like, oh, well, I'm going to be at a disadvantage because I can't do a game mechanic right now. Which, was unfortunate for me and my team, and I apologize. Luckily, it is just quick play, so it's not that big of a deal to win or lose. And after that, figuring out how to select a perk and stuff like that, that stuff for me is new. And a lot of things being new, I think, is one of the reasons why I'm enjoying Overwatch again. Along with the fact that I am more willing to try different characters now, because when Overwatch 1 was out, in the beginning of Overwatch 2, I was basically a Mercy one-trick, and only a Mercy one-trick. I didn't really enjoy other characters, and I pretty much only played Mercy, and if I couldn't play Mercy, I didn't really enjoy the game. But now, I think with the help of Marvel Rivals coming out and them not really having a Mercy-like character, I think that actually made it so I enjoy Overwatch again, because I don't need to play Mercy to enjoy the game now. And in fact, I actually really enjoy the new tank hero that they added. And the new sub roles for the roles is also very interesting because there's just so many different little things now that you can think about and try to do. And for the competitive players, I'm sure there's so many numbers to crunch and like what's the perfect combo and all that type of stuff. But for a casual player like me that's playing for fun, that doesn't know what all the characters do, that when a team fight happens, I don't really know what all the abilities are popping off. And there are things that I'm like, I don't know what's happening right now. But I think the game is fun again, which is, I think, the biggest difference. And honestly, to me, that is why I've been enjoying Overwatch so much. Because even though it's only been a couple days, and maybe it's a honeymoon period, you never know. But the last 2 years when I was playing Overwatch, and I wasn't even playing it every day. I was playing it like once every couple weeks, I feel like. I really wasn't actually having fun when I was playing it. I was kind of playing it because I didn't know what to play, and I said, why not a game of Overwatch? And I just never enjoyed it. And I feel like I'm in this weird scenario where I'm kind of going back to games that I used to play all the time. Like, I've made a video on League of Legends before. I've re-downloaded Overwatch. And, you know, maybe I'm just back into I enjoy PvP games or certain types of PvP games in a more casual sense, because I'm still not playing ranked in League. I'm not playing competitive in Overwatch. I'm just playing the casualer game modes like quick play or normals in League and stuff like that. And I feel like just having fun in a competitive environment is what I'm enjoying again. Competing in a game where I'm like, if I win, it's great. If I lose, it sucks. But, you know, it's not like I'm doing ranked. I'm still trying to win, but I'm not like, you know, going sicko mode in the game. You know, I'm not joining voice comms. I'm not trying to do call outs and stuff like that. You know, I'm not going super ham. I'm just trying to win. And I feel like that's part of the reason why I've been really enjoying Overwatch again. Along with the League video that I talked about before, I'm also learning the game again. And I really enjoy that process of learning a game and learning the mechanics of the new stuff and the nuances and all that type of stuff. Because there's so much stuff new in Overwatch for me personally that I really am just straight up playing a new game for me with some similarities. Because obviously, like, you know, the game modes haven't changed that much, and I still hate Flashpoint. But the other stuff is pretty much the same, you know, the same maps, or similar maps. Some of them are different. There's a lot of the same heroes, but even within those heroes, the perks, I don't know what the perks do. You know, I haven't played all the heroes, I don't know what their perks are specifically about. And with all the new passives, there are nuances to each of the heroes now. And I think that's a big reason for the enjoyment, because part of the way I enjoy games is learning about them. And similar to League of Legends, it's a completely different game, like I've said before, in slightly different ways. And so, learning the characters again and not just playing Mercy, similar to in League of Legends when I was only playing support, and then going to mid jungle. Now, for Overwatch, I'm still technically playing support, but I'm now playing support and tank for the most part, and really enjoying the roles and playing things other than the characters that I've always played. Like, you know, as support, I played nothing but Mercy, and as tank, when I had to play tank, I played nothing but Reinhardt, basically. And playing other heroes before was not enjoyable. But now it is enjoyable because I feel better playing the game, maybe. And I do feel like Marvel Rivals did help because, I don't know, it is an odd sensation of just, like, being all of a sudden okay with it. Now, there are still things that I don't like. You know, the reward system and progression system of the game confuses me. I just periodically get loot boxes, and I don't really know why. I don't necessarily care that much about the progression of the game, but it is one of those things where I'm like, oh, I guess I have a loot box now. Playing DPS is still incredibly frustrating, and I don't understand people who enjoy it. I can play like 1 or 2 DPS games, and I'll be good for like a month. So that mindset is still true for me. I just cannot understand why people enjoy DPS. I find it way more stressful and just way more annoying. I haven't played some of the new heroes for DPS, so maybe that's why I just haven't found that DPS hero group of heroes that I really enjoy playing, because I really enjoy the new tank, Vendetta, I think it's how you pronounce her name, and the totally not Lucio, but Ninja Genji Lucio support hero I really enjoy as well. Along with, like, Juno, who was, you know, a relatively new hero, kind of, and still enjoying things like Anna and Moira. And I do still play Mercy every once in a while, but I actually think I enjoy the other heroes more now, because, I'm not sure, sometimes it depends on the DPS heroes when it comes to Mercy nowadays, and it's always kind of that way. But I feel like I am more playmaking as other supports, and you're kind of dependent on your allies more as Mercy, especially now with 5v5. At least in a casual sense. Obviously, I could be saying things that are totally wrong in terms of, like, how you're actually supposed to play a hero, but from everything I've learned about watching content is that no one knows how to play Overwatch properly, because no one plays it the right way, except for the pros, technically, with, like, an asterisk of with the expectation of everyone playing properly, they play the right way. But when in my lobbies, no one's really playing properly technically, so it doesn't really matter. And I think that's one of the reasons why I'm enjoying competitive games again, because I can now separate high tier games and the games that I'm playing. Before, it used to frustrate me when teammates are teammates are allies, teammates are enemies. To be fair, in some games, teammates are also enemies when they wouldn't play properly. And I use that word very loosely with an asterisk beside it because I'm expecting people to play in a certain way because of things I've seen either in esports or content creators that are high ranking and stuff like that. But now I kind of am able to see, like, yeah, most people don't play like that though. And there is a huge asterisk beside all of those things of saying it only makes sense when everyone plays like that. And in the pro scene, when everyone's trying to min-max everything and, like, you know, winning means you get more money and having a job and stuff like that. Obviously, you're going to do your best to play properly, and the enemy team is also going to do that. So it makes sense to make assumptions about other people and how they're going to play. But in a matchmaking system, in casual modes, that does not apply. And that's before I wasn't really able to disconnect from those two thought processes, I feel like. And nowadays, I can. And I'm not sure what happened. Maybe it's getting older. Maybe it's not caring as much. But now, it doesn't bother me at all. Like, yeah, people are going to make mistakes. I'm going to make mistakes. No one's perfect. Who cares? Let's just try to win. And I feel like that philosophy has helped me so much when it comes to competitive games, to the point of where, like, maybe I'll even enjoy Counter-Strike more. I'm not sure if I'm ready for that yet, though. I'm going to stick with League and Overwatch for now, because, you know, that's a whole different ballgame. And this is even without playing the other game modes in Overwatch as well, because I haven't played Stadium or any of the arcade modes. I've just played Quick Play 5v5 Roll Queue. And with that very small sample size, I've really enjoyed the game again. Because, like, even in League, I'm playing, like, ARAM and normals, you know? Like, and there really are only two game modes. I haven't played Arena that much in League because I'm just not that interested in that, because I enjoy the Summoner's Rift, buying items, gameplay stuff. And in Overwatch, Stadium is a completely different game mode and, like, completely changes the game. And at some point I do want to try it, but for now I think I'm going to just stick to 5v5 Roll Queue Quick Play, because that is still, there's still so much to learn in that game mode that I'm still going to be enjoying it. And overall, I think this is one of the reasons why I'm making this video, because I'm just shocked that I can even say that. So far, the two games I've played a lot of and enjoyed the most this year, in 2026, is League of Legends and Overwatch. And it's like I've gone back to 2016 to 2018. Because those are the two games I played the most of during those times. And it's just crazy to me to think that I've gone back to those games. And it's not just the nostalgia, because I don't think it's nostalgia bait. Because they haven't really done that much for nostalgia bait. Now, I guess going back to the name Overwatch, maybe that's slightly nostalgia, but the game isn't like Overwatch 1. No matter what people say, it's not Overwatch 1. So, sure, the name's going back, but everything else is still different. The perk system is different, obviously. The heroes are super different. Even the same heroes are slightly different. So, it's just weird to say, and I feel strange saying it, but Overwatch and League of Legends are my two games that I've been playing the most, at least in terms of PvP, and by far my favorite in terms of PvP. Games overall this year, who knows? But, like, in PvP, it's kind of insane to me to think that these are the games I've been enjoying the most, and Overwatch is even on that list, because I was convinced that I'll never play Overwatch again. And here I am, installing the game, enjoying the game, playing, and I was also mostly playing solo as well. I have played with a few friends, like yesterday from me talking in this video, but for the most part, it's me just solo queuing. With the caveat of, as well, just like in League where I don't play with chat on, I haven't played with, and I'm not going to play with voice chat. I don't care about voice chat. Like I said, I'm not doing callouts or anything like that. So maybe that is a slight difference as well, because I'm just not doing that style of going into the community. So maybe that also helps my experience. I'm sure it does in League by having chat off. And honestly, I might even just turn off the text chat in Overwatch as well, because I don't really care. I'm there to have fun and play video games. I don't care about the chat. So I'll probably have to figure out how to turn it off, because I don't actually know how to turn that off in Overwatch, so that's kind of funny. But overall, it's just interesting to see that, yeah, I'm having fun in Overwatch again. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but it is just a thing. And I'm going to keep playing. And if I end up hating it, I'll probably make another video. But until now, I'm just going to keep playing the game, I guess. Thank you everyone for watching today's video. I really appreciate it. If you liked this type of content, please subscribe to the channel. I do these videos on Fridays. I also do news style videos on Mondays, as well as a couple shorts as well. Like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you dislike it. Comment down below if you guys have played Overwatch again, installed it recently, or just into PvP games in general. I feel like I'm going to be making a video about my all of a sudden return to PvP games after a very long absence, but who knows at this point. If you'd like to support me, please go over to my Patreon at patreon.com/technojelly. You get to have a once a month live stream that I do for Patreon supporters. And we hang out, you can vote on what we do, all that good stuff, as well as join the credits as they're going through the screen right now. If you'd like to support me super directly, I also have a code for poggers.shop. Technojelly is the code. You get a 10% discount on all of their products for hydration drinks, energy drinks, and sleep aid drinks as well. So go over to poggers.shop, use the coupon code Technojelly for 10% off. If you'd like to follow me on other platforms, I have Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Blue Sky, and Threads. Thank you everyone for watching. Please click or tap on my face for another Friday video of opinions. But other than that, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in another video. Goodbye, everyone.